Hi, everybody. So he's decided to join me immediately, so we're just gonna have to deal with him. I didn't think anyone would mind starting the stream off with Levi. Hi, guys. Hi, all the early birds. Mayday, RRS, Hokey Pokey, and Drawfluency. That's a cool name. I like that. Hi, welcome to the stream. How is everybody today? I hope you're having a good one. I've got something fun planned, I think. We're gonna collab on some teiflings today. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff up to chat, and it's gonna be fun. I think I drew some poses out. I've got a couple. Hi, King Skelet. Yes, Caddy. Just the boy, the best boy. Oh, he did not like me doing that. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. Fuck, my dyslexia does not like this name. Nothing on you. G1 Scorponok? Yes, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic and I just read that as a bunch of O's and P's and couldn't get sense of that. But hello, welcome. Absolute betrayal, I know. He's probably gonna sit here for a minute, so I figured we'd just chat and let people roll in. Yes, Sarma Angel, hi, welcome. Yes, my big orange baby, my big orange man-child, my himbo of a cat. Oh, he's loving this right now. He got in trouble like 5 minutes ago, and I can't even be mad at him. He knocked something off of a table that he knew he was not supposed to be on, and now here he is. I can't be mad. What are you gonna do? Life of a pet owner. So what we're gonna do today is this is gonna be basically a stream where I put a bunch of audience polls in the chat, and you guys are gonna vote on different options, and we're gonna build out some tieflings. You're gonna be able to decide horns, tails, hairstyles, body type to an extent within what I can reasonably draw in 2 hours. Will we have the orange cat behavior this stream? Probably. Probably. Right now he's being very sweet because he likes to pretend that he's sweet, but he's a spoiled baby. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of chat participation. I'm gonna have you guys pick, like I said, horns, tails. Maybe we'll do wings. We can decide if we want to put wings on a tiefling or not. Hairstyles, body types. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do for clothes, but you know, we'll figure that out. I've got a bunch of options here. But I think this is gonna be fun. It's something I kind of wanted to do back when I was still streaming, but I don't think polls were in at the time, or like on, I don't think chat polls were a thing at the time, and if they were, I definitely didn't know how to use them, which was more on me than anyone else. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yes, lull me into a false sense of security. I'm wondering how much if anybody is listening to my plans for the day and how many people are just looking at this perfect cat. I would not blame you if you were tuning me out completely and just looking at this baby. Miss M Tank the Tortoise, welcome. Hi, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be out and proud in this beautiful Pride Month. And we're gonna celebrate by drawing hot tieflings. Because what else do you do? Hey boy. Hi boy. So, can it be both? Both. Yeah, sure, sure. I commend you if you're able to do both, because I don't have that attention span. Car Rise? Hi, welcome. Hello, hello. Three Rivers Bard, welcome. Chrissy Baglin, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, see, I do not blame you if you're only focused on him, because he's beautiful and perfect, and there's never been a more perfect cat than this cat right here. He is my stinky little boy, and I love him. Right, so how much more cat cam can I milk out of this while we give people a bit more time to come in? GG1954, hello, welcome. Thank you very much. I know he's just a perfect boy, and he's gonna be really mad when I move him, but I'm gonna let him sit on the table back here. Oh yeah, no, this cat is incredibly spoiled. Dear God, this cat is spoiled. But I'm gonna let him sit on the table back here, which he never normally gets, and it's probably not a great habit for me to put him in, but I want him on camera, and if I sit him there, he'll normally stay. I don't know how long he'll stay, but he stayed the entirety of last stream, so I'm guessing that it'll probably be like this stream too. But that's also contingent on me being able to pry him out of my lap, because he's being so sweet and cuddly right now. Sarma, thank you. I'm glad. I love just making designs. That's one of the things that, like, that's kind of like why I started loving D&D so much, is it was just an excuse to make a lot of characters and design them. Like, I have a folder of characters I will probably never play that I've just had fun designing. But I'm glad, and I love kobolds. Kobolds are great. Alright, so I think we're about to do the kitty extraction. Sadly, as much as I really don't wanna. Oh, I know. He knows, and he's digging his claws in. Okay. Painless as possible, buddy. Come on. Oh, and you didn't even cry that time. Alright. Well, now you guys have cat cam. So, that's fun. Sorry if you can hear my very squeaky chair while I'm moving. I can't do anything about that. This chair is like 15 years old, and I'm not buying another one until it breaks, so. Alright, so I got my tablet. Just wind up the cord here. I know, I'm such a bad cat mom. Just the worst cat mom ever. Hi. Alright. Okay. Not gonna get distracted. I mean, I absolutely will, but I'm trying to stop being distracted. We're gonna move over to a canvas, because we're going to discuss what we're gonna do. So let me just transition us over. Righto. So, that changed my lighting. I'm sorry that I just got like 9 times more pale on camera. I'm still I played a bit with my camera settings, and I'm still figuring them out. Yeah. Sorry. So, as I promised, there will be hot tieflings this time. I have drawn poses for hot tieflings. Here are the poses for the hot tieflings. We are probably going to do both of them. I wrote A and B so that we could decide which one we want to do first. And I will show you what's in these other canvases as we go. So I guess that's where we're going to start, is what pose do we want first? Now, this does not have anything to do with body type. This has, because I'm perfectly fine to thicken them up or slim them down or make them squishy or squishy or strong or whatever. This is just for what poses I'm going to have them be in. So I'm going to make a poll in the chat. Just start a poll. And what pose will we draw first? And pose A is standing up in this kind of like model-y, high fashion-y, runway-y pose. And B is just a straight up pinup. And I love pinups, so nobody should be surprised. Alright, so we're gonna start the poll. And we're gonna see who wins. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Alright, A is seeming like no, B. No, it was A, and now it's B. Now it's A. Now it's B. Oh, if this ends up in a tie, that's gonna be a problem. Alright, B. Yeah. I don't blame you guys. Like I said, we're gonna do both of them. We're just seeing which one we want to do first. Oh, and yes, Sarma, I loved cloven foot tieflings. Nearly every tiefling I make has hooves because it's fun. One of the reasons I love tieflings so much is like for hooves and tails and horns and all the different colors, and I love tieflings with cloven hooves. So all my tieflings will have hooves. That's not a something you guys get to decide. Sorry. I didn't think anybody would mind though. Right, okay, it looks like, well, it looks like B is winning, so we're gonna go ahead and transfer B to the canvas. There's the hot tieflings canvas. We're gonna slap her in her own little folder. And, we're gonna just start working from there. So, okay, so we've got, I guess, we'll let this poll finish out. So next thing we probably want to talk about is body type, because I'm relatively confident drawing a wide range. I would ask you guys, don't ask me to draw this woman like ripped to shit, because I'm really bad at drawing muscles. And just don't think I can do that in a timely manner. I'm trying to have the stream end at 7 o'clock EST. It is 5 o'clock. I just want to be here for 2 hours. I will spend that entire 2 hours trying to figure out how her pecs and abs work if I don't put a cap here. So I will probably do anything as I will go from really soft and squishy to like swimmer's body. And that's probably where I'm going to have to cut it, because that's just about as muscular as I can draw a woman without struggling really, really badly. We're gonna go ahead and end this poll here. So I'm gonna put in a couple different body types, because I love drawing different body types personally. So what body type will she have? Full. We're gonna say a bit more average. We'll say, do we want her to be plus size and size or squishy? Swimmer or athletic? And we'll also add like petite and slash like thin, because I like to make sure all body types are represented, and I think that also she could look really pretty with a very like kind of doll-like petite physique. So we're gonna start this poll out and we'll see who wins. B1. We all knew B would win. Alright. I see people appreciate squish. I hear you. I see you. I appreciate that. Right. I didn't miss anybody new coming in, did I? I was too busy on making polls. Juan, Villarreal. I'm so sorry if I get people's names wrong, guys. You guys know I'm really bad at reading. But welcome. Hi. I'm sorry I didn't say hi when you came in. Red Diamond? I don't think I said hi to you yet. Hello. Hi. Yes, and hooves and fangs on my tieflings are great. Actually, while we let this poll play out, I showed you guys a bit of my current tiefling. I'm playing an abyssal tiefling named Yenna. But I didn't get to show you like some of the more fun aspects of her design, because like one of my favorite things about Yenna is that she is a bit more on the squishier side. She's a mom. She's a mom and she's in her 30s, so I made her a bit more fuller. She's got these like big teeth, and a really chunky tail, and I fucking love drawing tieflings, man. I love drawing tieflings. So if we go more squishy, this is probably the route I'm gonna go, is a bit more like a little heavier. Oh, well, yeah, you guys saw. Oops, I didn't think that through. Sorry. You guys saw some of the hair options, but we're not getting there yet. Don't get worked up yet. The entire Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Hi, welcome in, and welcome in, and thank you very much. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be out, and no problem. You're under no obligation to stay. Thank you for coming by for a few minutes. We're happy to have you. Oh man, Ensorceled D20. Hi, hello. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry. I'm struggling with names today, aren't I? Right. Let's see. Okay, Squishy is winning. We have about 24 votes. Squishy is winning. I appreciate everybody for throwing I appreciate everybody throwing in their suggestions, but it seems Squishy is winning, so we're gonna go ahead and put some squish on this tiefling. It means I'm gonna have to bulk out a few things, because obviously I drew this to be a bit closer to the petite / thin figure, because that's very easy to build off of. Actually, this is just kind of how I draw all figures before I add everything on them. So let's start. All right. Actually, let's also decide on her horns before we start blocking things in, because I need to probably have that when I start doing her head shape. So this is where it's gonna get a bit fun. I've got some references. Fair warning, all of the copied and pasted images you see are not mine. They're from Pinterest. All rights go to whatever stock image websites or photographers took them. I'm not trying to claim that they're mine. I'm just using them as reference. I hope that their owners will understand. So, first I have 3 different horns ideas: antlers, ram horns, and ox horns. So we're gonna go ahead and end the squishy poll. That's what we're calling it. It's the squishy poll. And I'm gonna make a quick one, and this is very quickler. This is very quick. We have antlers. There's ram horns, very classic for a tiefling. I do love them, but I've never done a tiefling with ox horns. And honestly, this just gives me an excuse to put like a bunch of dangly stuff on them. So start the poll and see what you guys want. What's more gay, tieflings or Triton's tieflings? Absolutely tieflings. Alright, ram horns are winning. That's to be expected. It is classic for a reason. Right, well, while we're deciding, I'm gonna start, while the horns are getting decided, I'm just gonna start building out her squish. That's not the color I wanted. There we go. So I think I want to thicken up her torso a little. We'll obviously give her a nice full bust. I'm gonna be acting as if her chest is being supported by some sort of garment. So I'm not going to like just draw her like, these will be a tiny bit gravity defying, I guess I should say. Because I'm probably going to put her in some sort of garment that holds them up and maybe shows them a little bit, since she seems to be in a bit more of a provocative position. You know, you can't really say no to a tiefling. Okay, somewhere there has to just be a devilish pinup industry that's ran by tieflings in somebody's world, right? You know, like 1920s style pinups, but instead of like sailor girls, it's like tieflings. I'd be into that. I'd be super cool with that. Right, so I'm probably gonna still put the dividing lines just so I can keep in mind where like her rib cage ends, where her natural waist ends, and stuff like that. Try and bulk out this a little bit. I want to give her a little bit of a tummy, and we'll just work on. Let's see. Two-Faced Princess, hello, welcome back. And that is no worries. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. I'm really glad to be back. I hope you can make it to a future stream. But thank you for coming by just to say hello. We're happy to have you. Let's see. I think we're going to keep these lines mostly the same, since this is kind of where like the taut muscle is, right? But we're going to thicken up her thighs a little bit, probably more on the top. And I definitely want to give her thicker calves. You know, you got to have strong legs to hold up all of this squish. Let's see here. Now, putting the hooves on this was difficult because I was trying to figure out how I wanted her hooves to sit, but I think we'll just kind of roughly block it down right now, because she's got to have that little ankle support there that just, I'm pretty sure that nothing could walk if they actually had these legs, but it looks aesthetically cool, so, you know, fight me, anatomy. And we'll go ahead and get this here, and we'll go ahead and might give her a split hoof just for a little bit of variety. I've done tieflings that have full like horse hooves. I've done like split hooves. Let's give her split hooves just for fun, you know, a little more fun. Hey, very nice, very nice. Yes, just more hot tiefling women in D&D, just all everywhere. I approve. Right, so let's see. I might want to give her just a little bit more. Just a little bit more, you know? Let's see. Right, now we're gonna move on to, I feel like I need to like, oh, thank you for the hearts, guys. All right, so ram horns looks like it's what won, which, you know, it's a classic for a reason. We're just gonna kind of bring her bust out a little bit more, I think. We're gonna go ahead and end that. Ram horn is 1, so we'll also go ahead and add like some very quick, oh, let me go look at this real quick. Okay, so they spiral out, so we'll go ahead and add, ooh, what if she was like, ooh, this could be cool, where she's like putting her hand through one of her ram horns, which means I'm gonna have to be very strategic about how I put this. We'll go ahead and kind of make them ribbony. And I did this one hairstyle with a tiefling that I did with ram horns where I like wove her hair around her horns, and that was pretty fun. I might do something similar for this. Go ahead and transform and deform this one a little bit to help it fit. There we go. Now, oh, I always grab, oh, whoa, whoa, whoops, whoops, whoops. Don't, I'm so glad Control Z exists, because that was accident. Let's see. Yes, even less hand. Even though I don't know. I'm relatively confident in my ability to draw hands. It's feet that I hate to draw. That's another reason why I think I always put my tiefling in hooves, because then I never, under no circumstances, have to draw feet. Because I fucking hate drawing feet. I hate drawing toes. All right, we're just gonna bulk up her arms just a little bit because, you know, squish. But yeah, most of her her like hands and stuff are covered, so add a little bit more onto her shoulder, a bit more onto her arm, and we'll probably leave this the same just to keep the line. A little bit more on her forearm. This is definitely not as plus size as I've seen some artists go. I just don't think this is, I don't think I'm competent enough as an artist to be able to do much more squish than this without like really needing to look at a still model, and I don't really think I can look at a naked woman on stream right now, if I'm honest. I will go ahead and just pull some of these bits out, though. That's not the line I wanted to pull out. That's the line I wanted to pull out. We'll go ahead and you can kind of make some illusions if you just like change how you draw the belly button. Like if you, a lot of times I just draw the belly button as like a little circle, but if you kind of draw it in as like a little squished in, like, I don't know, half open greater than sign, you can kind of get the illusion that it's like the skin kind of coming in a little bit at this point. That kind of helps to sell it, I think. Obviously, we're gonna do pointy ears because I love my tiefling with pointy ears. And I'm thinking because she's in such a confident position, we're gonna put her in like a kind of like a sultry kind of pose, or a sultry kind of expression. But before I do that, we have another really important poll that I need to run by you guys. We need to decide her tail. Which I feel like I know how this one's gonna go, considering we were all like, yes, give her the squish. So I think that's this poll. Don't ignore the bottom part right now. That'll be separate. But first, we're gonna decide if we're gonna give her a more classical thin devil tail, or if we're gonna give her a thick chunky tail. Because I love the thick chunky tails, but also the thin classical ones can be really cute. So we're gonna just start that. Let's see, tail, classic thin tail or thick chunk tail. Let's actually spell this right here. Alright, and we're going to start the poll, and then once that poll's going, I'll explain what the next one's going to be, because this is kind of 2 polls in one. Oh, thick chunk tail. So the second poll is actually for tail tip, because I love putting like tufts of fur at the end of my tiefling tails, but I normally only do that for my abyssal tieflings, because they're abyssal tieflings, you know, it fits better. So the options are a forked tail, or are we gonna make her an abyssal tiefling and give her a little furry lion tail? Let's see, just catching up on chat here. Oh, no spider ladies. No spider ladies. I do not like spiders. I don't like spiders. I don't like going into drow settings because there's spiders everywhere. I don't like spiders. Thankfully, my DM is also a massive arachnophobe, so normally, whatever spider stuff we do have doesn't set off my arachnophobia, because what sets off my arachnophobia more often sets off his as well. But yeah, no spiders. No spiders. I do not like spiders. Not even hot spider ladies. Not even hot spider ladies. Lolth can get out of here. I'm not into it. No driders, no spiders. Listen, give me hot tieflings. Give me elves. Give me hot humans. Give me hot barbarian ladies. No spiders. No spider ladies. No spider ladies. Alright, so, Chonktail is winning by a pretty decent margin, so I think we're gonna probably go with it. We're gonna go ahead and make another poll real quick for forked tail or, let's see, come on. There we go. Alright, so tail tip. We're gonna do a forked tail, which I know this isn't a classic forked tail, but it's the shape I'm gonna draw. Or a fur tip. And while I wait on that result, I'm gonna go work on adding a nice thick chunky tail, which I think we're gonna have like, let's see, I wanna make this in like it's in the same kind of sultry, the same sort of like sultry pose as the rest of her. So her tail will probably come from about here. Alright, so I think, oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna, there we go. Yeah, right. Because this is like, I am imagining this as like some fantasy pinup in like I'm gonna say like a fantasy brothel. Maybe that's not the best word. Or just like or just like a bathhouse or something where you kind of can see all the beautiful ladies that work there. I can imagine this, or maybe like she's like or maybe she's kind of like a Ruby of the Sea type, like for all my Critical Role fans, you know, like just a very well-known courtesan with like with like some really good portraits of her. She seems like very alright, what's winning? Fur? Okay, we're gonna give her a fur. I'm glad that we have so many people of culture and can understand that furry tails are just objectively better. They're more fun. I prefer, if you use my art in your campaign, don't tell me about it, because it's, you know, I generally don't, I don't want anybody using my work for anything commercial, you know? If you're just pulling stuff from my Pinterest to, or from Pinterest or, like, my socials, just to give an NPC a face, that's fine. Just don't use it for anything, like, you know, don't distribute my work and you should be fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and you have to draw kind of the connection to where her tail meets her body, considering this angle. Considering, like, you know, she's kind of turned in a strange way. Alright. And I also am just going to edit how I have her thigh here. Right. Now I think we can go on to giving her a face, and then we'll move on to, I think, the final portion, which is her hair. And I think while I'm doing this, I'm just going to kind of take questions from the chat and talk and just sit with you guys while we figure out like what kind of clothes and work on like cleaning up her sketch. Right, so, and I'll probably throw some extra polls in for, like, little things. Like, I love giving my teiflings things like freckles and stuff, so. Joe E., welcome, welcome. You're not late. You're just in time. We haven't gotten that far at all, and we still have one more to go. Right, so like I said, I want to give her kind of a sultry, very confident expression. What are you doing? What are you doing? At the cat cam, obviously. Coming to... Oh, I see what you were doing in the... I'm watching the playback. I see what you were doing. Scratching the wall. You know better than to do that. Why am I rewarding you? I don't think I'm going to be putting this character in armor for 2 reasons. One, I can't block that out in a reasonable amount of time. Armor is one of my weakest things. And 2, I kind of think I'm gonna put her in silks. But I'm thinking it's some, like, very, very flowy and, like, sexy silks. Right. Whose name? The cat or the tiefling? Tiefling doesn't have a name. The cat's name is Levi. Alright. Move on. Just typing back to someone. Right. Right. Okay, let's get back to it. Like I said, I think I'm gonna give her like a very like kind of sultry and sexy expression. So we're gonna kind of go half-lidded and her lashes like down, like she's like looking at you. Let's see. I'm not trying to give this character any sort of story. I'm just drawing a sexy tiefling, and frankly, she's probably just a brothel girl. When I'm looking at her. I don't have the brain space to give her like an actual story. We'll probably give her a name. Don't know what that name will be, but we'll probably give her a name. Probably like whack a few virtue names in a final poll and be like, let's give her a name. And you know what? We're gonna give her a forked tongue, because I can. God, she just looks like Flint now. Anybody who was here last night, she just looks like Flint now, and I'm not mad at it. Let's go ahead and just sort this out. Right. Now we gotta do the most important thing. Her hair. Oh, I already spoiled it, but we're gonna move. Like I said, not taking any sort of name or I'm not taking any sort of name or career suggestions until we've actually designed the character. So, here is our options, and I'll put a poll in a second. But we have some long, flowy, beautiful, wavy curls, which I fucking love to draw. That's my favorite thing, but don't let that influence you. We have a wolf cut, which is like just basically like a longer, more layered mullet. We have a butterfly cut, and then we have a pixie cut, and that's what I'm working with. So I'm gonna slap these in the chat, and you're just gonna go A, B, C, or D. Let me go ahead and end this poll. Come on. Start a poll. Hairstyles. So we've got A, B, no. A, B, C, or D. I will be happy drawing any of these, so pick whatever ones you want and you think fit our hot tiefling lady. Or our sultry hot tiefling lady. Right, okay, I appreciate a lot of people are going for the long curls. Let's see. I'm just catching up on the chat, guys, sorry. Do. Sarah Elwood, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I don't know if you were already here, but I didn't see you until now, so hi. Alright, well, it's looking like hairstyle A is winning, so we're gonna start blocking that down. So that actually means I need to pull this into a different thing so I can, which also means this will be off the roster for the next character. Just for the record, that does mean that we will not do this one twice, because I don't want to draw two things at once. Go ahead and do that. And then we'll come over here and start blocking it out. Zombie Sleuth, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We're happy to have you, even if you just come by and listen. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I know I haven't exactly been around that much, and it's just really nice to see people still want to come and hang out and draw. Right, so because she's got so much goddamn hair, that means I get to put it everywhere, right? That's my reward for drawing hair that literally goes past her ass, is I get to be super artistic with it and just draw curls everywhere. Cool, glad we're on that same page. Alright, so we're gonna just put some fairy. Right, we're just gonna really roughly block it down right now, just so I can have a basic idea of how her waves are gonna work. Probably put some hair that's coming down here too, because I love that look of it just cascading everywhere. And because I think the model in this has hair all one length, we're just gonna part it very creatively around her horns. Alright, there we go. I made it a bit more layered in texture than what's in the image, but that's normally what happens when I draw these kinds of styles. And very quickly, I'm gonna just put some silks on her. Let's go to Pinterest real quick and pull up a couple reference images. I'm not gonna let these be audience participation because I'm just gonna whack something down that's really simple. I'm not gonna like spend a lot of time on it, especially because she does seem to be like a, you know, a pinup model of some kind. So I don't really think she needs a lot. So let's see. Pinterest, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Let's see. It's really jumping at me, but it's gotta give it some time and something will. Sure. And something just did. Let's go. It's sort of like almost like Grecian looking, sort of. I don't want to fully co-sign that because I'm not... I like a lot of dress history, but I'm not that familiar past the Victorian era, if I'm honest. Samani Radio, hello, thank you, welcome, welcome. And I'm glad to be back, I'm glad to be out and proud. Let's see. So we're gonna... Or put like a big slit up the side, I think, just so we can show off lots of that leg, but also so that we can hide a few things so that I don't get in trouble with YouTube. Because so far I think I've gotten away from this on the grace that I'm just drawing like anatomy, but I'm also not trying to get in trouble here. Go ahead and put the pleats at the top. I might have drawn that a bit too far off her shoulder. I think that probably should have more likely gone here. Yeah, that fits a bit better. I think it's supposed to have a square neckline. Let's see. Make that like a pool of silk and put that as another pool of silk. And well, that's one character basically sketched. We'll pick like stuff like colors and like stuff like that in a little bit. I imagine this dress probably also has a split at the back for her tail, otherwise this doesn't make sense, but I don't have to draw it, so you can just imagine it's there. Go ahead and put this back where it belongs here, and we'll... Might have made this too big, because I think I'm supposed to do this on the same... canvas as the other one. Well... Hold on, let me just expand my canvas size, and it shouldn't be too hard. I'll just give it another, like, 1,500 pixels, and that should be enough. Yeah, that should be enough. Yes, this pose is very fun. I very much enjoyed it. But we're about to do this all over again. I'm probably not going to do, like, proper lines and stuff, because, again... I'm trying to only be here for 2 hours. We're already 45 minutes in and we just finished one sketch. So we're going to move on to this one. So like I said, we're doing both poses today. So let me go ahead and transfer her over. And this is like the bit more like kind of, I don't know, like art runway, like very like fashioned pose, but it's still gonna be fun. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do body types. I'm going to basically eliminate all the other options on the board for body types and horns and hair. Everything else we can reuse because there's only 2 options. Because I don't want to draw a bunch of the same stuff. I want to draw different stuff today. So I think I said for the previous body types we had an average body type, we had a bit more petite and thin because everybody deserves to be represented. And then we had I think more swimmer / athletic. So they say body type. Alright, so we're going to set this poll out and we're going to see what we're going to do. As I said before, for people who were not here, when it comes to me drawing any sort of musculature, it will be very, it will not go past probably just some like very lightly defined abs and biceps and like calf muscles, because that is all I'm capable of doing. I'm over here shipping them in what doesn't even already have a face. That's funny. Alright, so athletic is winning. So like I said, I'm not going to be doing super built. I do not have the time to sit here and do that. I'm not good at drawing muscles, and I'm trying to do things that I can just bat out really fast. So, it's looking like swimmer. One of these days we'll sit down and we'll do something a bit more like in-depth and complicated, but right, okay, so I'm gonna give it a bit more time because there's only been 10 votes. I'm actually gonna go refill my water while you guys do that. And frankly, you guys can just look at Levi and how cute he is while I'm gone. I will be back in like 5 minutes. No, not even 5 minutes. Give me like 3 minutes. I'll be back. Oh, I know. Were you just sitting here crying this whole time? Was he just sitting here crying the whole time, guys? So if he was, I'm sorry. He's such a baby. Alright, I gotta give him some love real quick and then we'll get back to it. Looks like Swimmer's body's winning. Oh. Man, I pulled my headphones out because I just wanted to smooch my kitty. Oh no, where is it? This does not help that I can't see very well. There we go. Right, we're in. We're in. Okay, good. If he was only crying a little, that just means he started crying when he heard me coming back down the hallway. That's fine. If that's all he did, that's fine. Right. Alright, so abs on a tiefling. So once again, we're going to... So I've got her body type. We're gonna go ahead and get her horns and then her tail. So because we already did ram horns are now off the list. Oh, I'm sure he got louder when the door opened. I'm sure he did because he knew I was coming. He's such a baby. So horns, we have either antlers or ox horns. He has the weirdest meow I've ever seen for a cat. Because he's a big cat. Like, that is a standard sized nightstand. He's a big fucking cat. But don't paw at me. But he sounds like a goddamn kitten. The first time I heard him, I expected him to be so much smaller. And then he wasn't. Alright, so the poll is antlers or ox horns. Antlers. Oh, you guys want me to suffer. Oh, okay. Well, alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and just write these down to the side here. Swimmer, antlers, and I'll go ahead and probably start explaining this. The idea for this is going to be her tail. Is she going to have a thin, delicate tail, or is she going to have a big, chunky tail? I'm not limiting that, because that's literally being like, oh, well, you guys chose one, so I'm going to make the other that. And frankly, I like drawing thick tails on every tiefling. So you'll pick tail, and then, like, if her tail ends in fur or a fork. Or I'm calling that a fork. If you don't like that, it's a fork. So I'm going to let that run while we get the antlers, and I guess I'm going to start blocking antlers in, because I need to put antlers in now. I also need to move her down then. I mean, I didn't say they had to be, like, 4-point antlers. Loopholes. Right. Okay. Subkuba, hi, welcome. I don't know if I said hi to you when you came in, and yeah, that makes it, like, the other male cat in this house also has a very small meow, but he's also a small cat, so I don't know, it's just, I find it very funny that he's such a chunky boy, but he sounds like a kitten. We're just gonna do a couple points on the antlers. They're not gonna be, like, full. This is not, like, you know, a 4-point buck or anything like that. Or, I don't know. I'm not. I don't hunt. I'm talking out of my ass on that one. And because I'm supremely lazy, we're just gonna copy and switch it over and call that a day. There's your antlers. Alright, antlers is clearly winning. We're gonna end that and then go to tail. Tail. We're gonna have a thin tail or a chunk tail. God. I have, like, some sort of hip-hop, like, royalty-free lo-fi going right now, and I'm really vibing with it. And I'm just gonna take a cat break while I wait. Then tail's winning, it looks like. I could do this for hours. I have done this for hours. Did I misspell chonk? Oh my god. Okay. Nope. Fuck. Yeah, that's a misspelling that I don't want. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. For the record, my keyboard is like pushed very far away from me. Thank you for pointing that out, Zombie Sleuth. We're going with a thin tail and we're never talking about that again. I apologize. That was not intentional. Listen, I'm not gonna be okay with the almost like accidentally writing a goddamn slur in my chat. I apologize. That was not okay with me. I should have read that. I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, we're gonna move now. Alright, thin tail. New poll. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. God damn it. Oh, it's just my fucking luck. Oh, my friends are watching too. They're about to fucking rip me a new one. I know. I'm glad. Okay, I don't think my buddy Brett saw this, so I think it's fine. He's the one that would have. Nothing happened, Strawfluency. Nothing happened at all. If you didn't see it, we're leaving it alone. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Tail tip. Let's go. Nothing ever happened. Yeah, see, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Thank you, guys. I'm glad that you guys are very kind people. Are we gonna have a forked tongue? Oh my god, I really need to spell check now. We're gonna have a forked tongue. No, tail. Shelby, come on. Ah. There is no war in Boston. Yes, exactly. See, so King Skillet, you get it. It's fine. Oh my god, that flustered the shit out of me. Okay, oh my god, I can't spell. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and give her her little tail. So if we are gonna ship these two, that is meaning we're putting an abyssal tiefling with an infernal tiefling, which is fucking hilarious to me if you don't know the, if you know, like, the general vibe of the Hells versus the Abyss and the Blood War. That is, I love that. But can we also have a forked tongue? I'm gonna say yes, I'll say yes, she has a forked tongue, but I don't think I'm gonna put that in her expressions. She seems like she's a bit more of the elegant beauty, you know? Less likely to be gross. Alright, forked tail is winning. So let me just look at how I drew this here and pull it over, because we won't be using it again anyway. Oh yeah, this is totally just her best friend that she lives with and never gets married. That's exactly what this is. It's fine. The Void calls. Welcome. Hello. I'm feeling great. Flustered, and I'm sure my face is still red. But great. How are you? Alright, and gave her her cute little tail, and we'll clean it up, of course. Alright, so, body type, let's get onto that. So, we're gonna do a bit of a swimmer's build, so I'm actually gonna build off of what I've already done here rather than redraw it, because frankly, she's already got a lot of the shapes I need. I mostly just need to, you know, add the décolletage and the cleavages, and then figure out where abs are gonna sit, I think is about here. And we'll just probably just round out and cap her, like cap up her shoulders a little bit and define her biceps and give her just some slight more yeah, slight more biceps. I already said that. Why am I rambling? I'm acting as if I know what the name of any of these muscles are. You know, somebody who I do lift and I go to the gym, I don't fucking know what muscles I'm working out. I just know I'm picking things up and it's making me marginally stronger. I really maybe should learn those things. Right, so I think that's everything for adding a bit more of a swimmer build. I will like edit as I go once I actually slap some clothes on her, but we need to get her hair. She needs some hair. So our options are a wolf cut, this is called a butterfly, or a pixie. So I'm just gonna go into the chat. And put hair, and we're just gonna do A, B, or C, or technically B, C, or D. And I'm just gonna let you guys pick. Alright, D. I think a pixie would look really cute with her antlers, too. B, alright, B is also going. I appreciate that, because I love wolf cuts. I'm actually, hold on, I'll take my headphones off and show. That's what I'm trying to grow my hair into right now, because after you guys have been here a really long time, you guys know I had half my head shaved at one point, so I'm trying to grow it back out, because I want a wolf cut, like, so bad. And eventually I'm gonna... Whoa. What is going on with my voice? Okay. Whoa. Gotcha. I don't know I have no idea what happened there. My voice has gotten very rough all of a sudden. Alright. I need to chill out. It's alright. I'm trying to grow my hair into a pixie, into a wolf cut. And eventually I'm just gonna grow it back really long because I kind of miss having long hair. But I appreciate everybody picking B for that. Let's see. D is winning. The hair was too powerful. Yeah, the hair got me. Alright, so we're gonna give her a pixie cut. All jokes aside, I don't think, I'm not really gonna discuss who I think is a top or bottom, because frankly I think they can reciprocate equally, in my opinion. This one, at least based on her pose, she seems like she's the more timid one, at the very least. So we're just doing really fluffy and... Aw, oh my god, she's cute. Wait, what the fuck? She's cute. No. That's fucking adorable. Damn it. Guys. How dare you? Right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick... I'm gonna erase some of these lines here and do a very quick block of her expression. Go ahead and just imply a bit of makeup here and all. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a bit more of a subdued expression, I think. I really like her. This is fucking This is a problem. Guys. Did I even give the other one eyebrow? I didn't even give her... Okay, I decided not to give her irises or pupils, so I think I'm gonna give her pupils. One of my favorite things about tieflings is giving them solid sclera, so I think I just did that out of habit. Oh, whoa, 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 derpy. No, no, that's... Right, and I think I want to give her, like... No. I want to give her a beauty mark, I think. Just a very simple beauty mark. And I might just go ahead and take my liquefy tool and lift a few things. There we go. Alright, so now clothes. Let me go to Pinterest, because I think I already saw something that I'd like on her. And once I have these down and while I'm cleaning them up, I'm thinking I might just, you know, take maybe some questions from the chat. I haven't done that in a really long time, and I'd like to catch up with people and, you know, join the conversation. Ah, yes, perfect. Perfect, perfect. I found. Alright, let's go. Alright, so I'm gonna... Unfortunately, the dress I chose, I think, covers up a lot of the swimmer's build, but, you know, people with this body type don't need to show it off. I like to make sure that I'm challenging myself and drawing different things, you know, than, you know, just staying in the same thing all the time. All right, so she's gonna have a very deep neckline. I think the stops here, that stops here. This is where her waist, the waist needs to be for this garment. Go ahead and fit it to her really well. She's gonna have these big puffy sleeves. And right, so it stays closed up until here, and then it can kind of start flowing. Just hide this for a sec so I can see what I'm doing. Right, come back over here and see chat. I mean, okay, here, okay, if she's a bard, hear me out. Hear me out here. Okay. She's a courtesan, right? She's a singer, she's a performer. She dances, she sings, she probably services some clients. What if she's the dancer, right? And she's the singer? Like, what if we do that? You know, we want them to be, if we want them to be gay roommates, then, like, we could, like, add some story to this. So, like, they work at the same Bordeaux, or the same, like, the same, what does somebody say? Fest hall? We'll say that. But they work at the same fest hall. You know, they're making their money. She's the dancer. And she's the singer. I can get behind that. I can get behind this. Rilia and Nia are doing fine, actually. Scales Above has ended. If I don't know when the finale is going to be out, but we streamed it a few weeks ago on Paradise Productions channel. Which, if you don't know, that Roll for Damage and Paradise Prod are basically merged. I'm debating. Do I want to say what happened? I mean, I will say what happened to Rilia, because that's kind of been mostly off-screen anyway. But Rilia is currently married to the Emperor of Etredale, if you haven't kept up with Scales. Rilia is currently... she married Henri Umberhart, who became the Emperor of Etredale. And Nia is currently living on an island. Far away from all the scary stuff. Finally... trying to pick up pieces of her life and get over some of the severe trauma she experienced. Tiamat is dead. We won. We saved the city and the world. Yay, you know. So they're doing fine. But yeah, no, that campaign's over. Not that I blame you if you didn't keep up with it. I left Roll for Damage, like I left the campaign a couple months ago because I just couldn't keep up, and there was a few other reasons, but the biggest one was that I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. If you like weren't aware, Roll for Damage was an Australian ran show, and while it was like I think 7 or 8 in the morning for our DM, it was close to 9 or 10 o'clock at night for us when we would start, and by the time we would end, it would be like midnight or sometimes even 1 o'clock, and that just was not conducive to me, because I at the time I still work in hotels, but at the time I was working in a hotel that had very high demand, and weekends are very long, Saturdays and Sundays are very long, so I just couldn't keep making that I could not keep making that game and then not sleeping enough, having to get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning the next day to go work sometimes a 10, 11 hour day, and then do the same thing like the next day. It was not conducive. Yep, time zones. I don't think Nia could ever fully recover from everything she's been through, but she's in a better spot, which I think is more than anybody could ask for her. Sometimes time zones are, like, fine, because, like, for example, my, like, main group of friends are, like, a bunch of, like, that I hang out with on a regular basis are a bunch of Brits, and they're only, like, 5 hours ahead of me, so it's not that hard. Honestly, by the time I'm getting home, they're, like, ready to play games and shit, so it's conducive and it works. And then you have stuff like Roll for Damage, where it's like, oh, I could make that commitment when I wasn't working a full-time 9 to 5, when I was just, like, freelancing, and that's how I was making most of my money, but that's not a consistent way to make money anymore, sadly. I would like to make it one again, it's just, you know, hard. Ow. Oh. Alright. Cheating with the antlers again, because I don't want to draw them more. Ow, what is wrong with my voice? Right, guys, so... development. Oh, excuse me, I'm okay. Just my voice is starting to really hurt. Like, my throat is starting to really hurt. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to, just kind of finish up these lines, get them finished. We're gonna, quickly do a poll for color. And then I think I'm gonna wrap the stream up. And I will have this finished and posted in the next couple days on Instagram, Tumblr, and Blue Sky. Because I don't know what's going on, but my throat is getting rougher by the minute. I don't know if it's because I'm talking a lot or what. But also I'm on a goddamn live stream, so I shouldn't just be sitting here like quiet. I should be interacting. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna quickly finish. I'm gonna take a quick poll for what color we want our tieflings, because tieflings come in rainbow colors, so I wanna put them in pretty colors. Right. Go ahead and so I can see what legs we're doing. All right, here's a leg. There's a hoof. Yeah, I hope so too. I've got work tomorrow. I can't afford to miss. Go ahead and get this other line for her leg. Right. So entire Commonwealth, you want me just to draw them both white? Because that is what the entire visual light spectrum looks like when you look at it head on. I mean, I can make one of them a white tiefling. I've done a stark white tiefling before. They're beautiful. This eye here. Right. Don't forget this tail. Whew. Right. All right. So here are our two beautiful ladies. Our two beautiful tiefling ladies. Promised hot tieflings. I gave you hot tieflings. So I'm thinking... So when I do abyssal tieflings, I like to do like darker kind of jewel tones. Hi, Alistair. General Eisenmeower is my friend's nickname for my cat. I'm not going to explain why, because I feel like I'll get in trouble. That's what they call him. So, hi, Alistair. It's nice to see you. So I like to do jewel tones for my abyssal tiefs. So like, kind of like a deeper ruby color, or like a really like emeraldy green, or like a sapphire-y blue. Like, I like them to be dark. Yes, his name is Levi. Which I'm gonna fully disclose is because I'm a huge weeb, and I found him in the dumpster, and at first he looked like a like fighty kitty before I understood how much of a baby he was. And so I named him after Levi from Attack on Titan, because he was a scraggly kitty from the underground. And then he turned out to be way too sweet, but he's Levi now. I can't change his name because I just keep calling him that. So, yeah, he has a name. So I'm thinking something in this range, this kind of jewel tony range for her. And I think for her friend, we could do like a really light, like lavender, or a really light, like, or kind of like, I think this is almost like this isn't quite a chartreuse, this is like a light teal. This would be more of a chartreuse. So, we'll start with Thick Tiefling first. Actually, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and give names, because I already decided I wanted to name this one Trinket. I already decided I wanted to name our beautiful antler girl Trinket. And, what is she reading? I said I was going to do virtue names, and that's not a virtue name, I don't think, but... What's your name, ma'am? I know. I'm gonna call her Desire. And be called Des for short. Just look at her. If that's not her name, I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so we'll start with Desire first. There's colors. Alright, so we're gonna do like an emerald green, sapphire blue, or like, I will not be naming her Desiree for reasons. So I'm just gonna say Desire. What would I call this? A more like, a ruby red. It's not quite a ruby red, but we're just gonna say it's a ruby red. Alright, so here we go. Desire's colors. Are she gonna be green, blue, or red? We don't see a lot of green tieflings, so I'm okay with saying green. Ruby red, ruby red. Oh, it's a fight. Alright, so ruby red. Ruby red. It is gonna be a pain to not make her accidentally look like Jester's mother, but we're gonna make it work. I just won't give her black hair. Right. So it's looking like ruby red, ruby red, ruby red. Ruby red is 57%. I'm just gonna call it because I need to rest my voice. Alright, and now for Trinket. We're gonna do like a light green, lavender, or teal. I feel like if I give her green hair with the red skin, she's gonna look like Christmas. And I think Christmas has the fucking ugliest color scheme of any holiday. So probably not. Sorry to anybody who likes green and red together. I fucking hate green and red together. It's hideous. Alright, so teal is winning. Looks like. I love lavender too. I've never done a teal tiefling before. Alright, I'm gonna cut the teal pole off early because again, my throat hurts and I don't want to sit here for the 5 minutes. So here's the colors we're gonna use for our tieflings. It's gonna be, Desire is gonna be ruby red, whereas Trinket's gonna be this kind of teal color. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and go ahead and start transitioning ourselves out. Let's see. Transition over. Right. Okay. So, thank you, everybody, for showing up. I'm sorry that I didn't go as long as I did. I didn't expect my... I didn't expect my voice to suddenly die halfway through. What you gonna do, I guess. I'm really glad everybody showed up. I want to do this more often. I can't say when my next one's gonna be. I did this today because I knew I had the day off and I didn't have any plans. But I actually don't know when my days off on my new job are gonna be. So, at least not yet. I'm still in training and still very much at the bottom of the ladder for getting, like, scheduling stuff. You know, new job. What are you gonna do? So, my next days off might be dedicated to playing D&D with my friends, which I'm sure every one of you will absolutely condemn me for. I'm sure you've never wanted to play D&D ever. Why the hell are you even here? But I might try to do one of these if I can get, like, if I get, like, a day where I get home and I'm not, like, super tired. I might do one, like, spontaneously. Just keep an eye on my community tabs, and I actually pinned this in the stream chat. But I linked all of my socials again. They're also in my description. My Tumblr, my Tumblr, my Blue Sky, my Instagram. And that's where I post all of my stuff and where you'll hear from me when I'm not here. And I'm going to try and use my community tab more too. I just, you know, fucking life happened, you know? So, right. I'm going to transition us off. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming and spending some time with me and drawing with me and helping create these two tieflings. I really like them. Like, Trinket specifically, I might have to put in my folder of characters to play one day. She's just really cute. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Make good decisions. One last look at my cat, who is unfortunately just showing you his butt. I'm sorry. He does that with everybody. Before we go, and I will be back soon. Alright, bye guys.